Hi, it's Zeos, zeoshihan.com. We're talking about this subject. I'm a healer, and as I continue to purify myself, how do I do this with the Akashic Records in the most efficient way? How do I stay in my power, even if there are people in my life that bring negativity, judgment, heavy energy? Here is my perception on this. First of all, if you're a healer, or if you're just a person on the spiritual path, you want to become more conscious, you want to develop and expand yourself into more of who you really are, then really the Akashic Records, of course, I recommend them. Not just because it's my expertise or or one of my services, but because it's one of the most efficient tools to eliminate repetition, unconscious patterns that keep repeating in the background. So if you really want to move forwards, see, I would say the best thing is use Akashic Records to pull out the old dynamics, become aware of them, know what has to leave, what has to transform, what new beliefs have to develop. And number two, get some ongoing support, some coaching or some counseling, someone who can help you make sure that you really start to make the changes, change your beliefs, change your behaviors, change the way you live your life. So really coaching and a deep transformational tool, these two things will help you to really move forwards in the most efficient, the most powerful way. If I had to give you a recipe, a general recipe, it would be to have an Akashic record every 3 months, and in the 3 months in between, you at least have one, two, probably 2 or 3 sessions with a coach, a monthly meeting to make sure that you're really implementing the recommendations and the suggestions from the Akashic reading or from the channeling, from the higher information, or from any other healing that you've received that goes very deep, that you're really implementing it in your day-to-day reality, in your personality, in your mind. That's the way you will move forwards. I can see it in myself. If I don't have advice, support, and some coaching from other people, I may implement some of the suggestions, but not all of them. So that's my tip. Number two, what do you do when there's people who have negativity, judgment, and heavy energy that come into your life? Now, two things. Number one approach is the protection. The protection means the energy that is between you and the other person, you are making sure that you're not taking in their energy. And if a person has a lot of judgment, negativity, a lot of heavy energy, of course, this will take a much more effort to keep neutral, non-reactive, to lovingly, politely keep sending their energy back, and to maintain halfway between you and the other person your personal, more neutral, positive, loving energy. It takes a lot of effort. And see, this means when you are in a sensitive state, or when there's a day where you don't have much energy, you may have to just leave. You can't be in a supermarket or on a marketplace where there's a lot of noise, where there's a lot of negative energy, where there's a lot of grumpy people. You can't stay there for too long. You will just have to say, okay, that's it. I need to go back into a calm, cozy restaurant, or I need to walk up the street where there's a tree. I need to just guard my personal space. And see, this means the more you develop in terms of consciousness, the more you become discerning and picky about where you go and who you associate with. And that doesn't mean that you will have to leave your family forever. It just means that you might not be able to spend, 5 hours with them. Maybe you spend 2 hours with them, and then you say, hey, I need to go for a quick walk. I need to get out into nature. I need to get some fresh air, or let me go and do the shopping. You have to become very creative. So I hope this is useful, and until next time.